Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Disclaimer: this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, wigs, potatoes, tomatoes, potatoes. All opinions expressed by Matty-Rants or program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. We are going to roast and read. But don't be a jerk. Like, please leave these people alone. They are human beings. And grab your libations and strap in. You got about 2 hours with me, maybe less. Again, we didn't have an Untucked today. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. What's wrong with you? And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a grand old nasty, gassy Susie Toot. Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Square. We are going to get into it. Oh, we need to talk about this lip sync Lalaparuza today. And I will be putting up polls for each and every lip sync that we are going to be discussing. So if you are here for this live today and you are a part of the conversation, by all means, I'd love to see the votes go down because, yeah, your opinion does matter. I'm going to certainly share mine. I'll do the same tomorrow for the panel episode. I'm sure there will be some opinions expressed, whether they are negative or positive for me, possibly. But yeah, like I am going to honestly tell you that I was entertained. There were a few moments, a few people. That did what they did on said stage. There is one person who advanced that didn't need to, because I said to myself, well, what is she going to do for the next lip sync? Like, what is she going forward for? To be very honest with you, even though the other girl was walking and then like, and it was like, okay. But I thought to myself, you let what looked like an anamorph in mid-transition move forward. I said, okay, girl, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Then I really hate that they still do the 3-way lip syncs. I'm not going to lie to you. It's like everybody's doing this. Like we're all doing this here. I still enjoyed it a lot. There were some surprises. I do think that there are some redemption moments from a few of the queens as far as lip syncs are concerned. I also feel that the lip sync Lalaparuza was better for me in terms of the lip syncing that happened through the entire season. And you may disagree with me, but if we put the numbers up, I'd rather hear with this episode than going back in the season and watching people look low-key a fool. Okay? No shade. I did like this twist too, and if they continue the Lalaparuza, I want them to continue that. Because that was like, oh, you have now added stock to this. You've added something, there. You did something with that. And it made it more interesting because now the queens had to really be strategic. And you want to make decisions. And if you're not the person who gets to make them, you are left up to whatever is the devices. That is why my Corey King stand card was running high today. Because Corey never got to make a decision. Think about that. Out of all the lip syncs that happened this episode, Chorus King did not get to make one decision. Not one. I said, oh. I was like, oh. Like, y'all are not really clocking in. You know what I'm saying? Never had one say in anything. And I thought that was wild. And I thought that girl was doing it. As much as I couldn't, this season was a little rock, paper, just rock. Just rock for my baby Corey. Okay, you know I live for Corey with the Meet the Queens. I was like, okay, that's my girl. But then it was like, it was a little bit of a, we focused on the Lydia. She went a little whole. I don't know if it's little anymore. I don't know how much you've been in there, Corey. But like, I said to myself, okay, if she come back in here and she do what needs to be done for me this episode, I'm gonna be right back on the train. And I mother tucking was. I need to give Susie Toots her credit as well. The girls were playing with Susanna, but when I tell you, Susie, it was hard to look away from you in every lip sync that you did. And what I appreciated from Susie is that not once did Susie hit the gas at the beginning. Not one lip sync did Susie go, let's just get in there. She said, I'm going to take my damn time. Peed. There are some other girls I want to give some credit to as well. We'll get to those lip syncs. There was one person who looked a fool every lip sync this season, but I thought with this lip sync that she had against a certain somebody, she redeemed herself. She did too much in the beginning to me. I was like, why you do all that? But then I was watching the performance go, and I'm like, Arietti? Oh my goodness. You actually gave. And it was a fight, and it was a different fight because y'all were doing two different performances, but I was like, oh, Mama was this. Okay, this is in her wheelhouse. This felt different. Maybe that's what the problem was, is that Mama never had the right shoes on. Maybe it was never the right song. Acacia had a moment where I was like, oh. And Joella, well, expected, but we're going to get to it today. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday so far. Again, we will be voting through each and every one of these lip syncs. This is an episode that's more of a straightforward go. We can just break down the show and talk about it here in this live today. We already have over 100 of you here, so thank you for tuning in. All of my links are in the About section of this channel. Please make sure that you like this video, and of course, leave a comment in the comment section, because the algorithm really does love to chew on those comments as well as the likes for this video. And make sure you share this on your social media platforms, if you would, for me, please, so that way more people can be a part of this conversation that's going forward. Now, I also did a reaction to this episode on Patreon. So for as low as $1 a month, you can join my Patreon and check out my reaction. I had a lot to say during my reaction. I also had a lot of reactions to what was going on. My face was definitely doing some things for certain portions of certain lip syncs, like, what is she doing? And other people, I'm like, okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Do, Mountain Dew. But yes, if you want to find me over there, please and thank you. If you did want to drop any sort of love in my jar, tippy poo, if you would, or any just love in the jar, please and thank you. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matty-Rants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I think some of y'all saw my post on X or Twitter just yesterday, and I did have a little bit of a breakdown of a moment because I just really was running through a creative drive of what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do differently? What's going on? And, I just came to the decision that we are going to do the things that we said we were going to do. We're not going to just throw it out there like we've done before and then sort of get in your head about the situation. The channel is going through a little bit of a rough period, and I accept that because I could be doing better. And of course, I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate everyone's support each and every day. When all of you do super chats, it really does help my channel. When you drop tippy poos in the jars, trust and believe. There are days when I'm going through something and I've got a lot on my plate, and y'all come through for me in those days. So I'm really going to look at it forward, and I just cannot drive back into that zone again. I'm not able to. And so I just want to make sure going forward, we keep that kind of energy. Like, we really do make this a safe space for you to come, because there is lots happening in the world right now that is not okay, that it's not friendly, that is making you feel like you are not wanted or loved or possibly threatened by some sort of force. And I don't want my channel to be a place where you come to and you have to relive those things again. I want you to just be laughing, enjoying, angry possibly because I don't agree with you, but we could still come back because we're going to do it again the next day and just have a good time. So I will be doing edited reviews starting next week with The Last of Us on HBO Max. I'm also going to be covering this season of Black Mirror that's coming out. So you'll be seeing some edited videos from me going forward. I also will be doing some lives as well, but I'm going to limit it to the panel and anything to do Drag Race wise. There will be more shorts that are going to be included with the videos. I'm going to be doing some breakdowns. There is going to be a new segment that I'm going to put together that I've been dying to do, but like we're doing today with voting, I want to do this as well. We're going to go individually each season for lives, and I'm going to actually post four random seasons from you, and we are going to rate every lip sync, and we're going to do a whole bit with that. It's going to be one of those moments like bi-weekly that we do where we go over a whole season of lip syncs, not the season itself, but the lip syncs. And then we rank it from basically, who we thought really won the lip sync, what was the best one of the season, what was the worst one of the season, and overall how we feel when we compare it to the other season. So your boy was on his knees today talking to God and just being like, I have to do something different with not only my personal life, but like my channel. And I want to involve people a lot more. Of course, Patreon's going to get a lot more videos because I'm doing Severance, Black Mirror, Drag Race, and The Last of Us now. And then, All Stars 10. I know you saw the commercial. Ooh, and we don't have to wait long either. For me, that was great news. That was my favorite news to see because I knew and I told you they're gonna announce something soon. And it's not because anyone told me that was gonna happen. It's because why would they wait so very long to then do an All-Stars after this season when they need to keep the momentum going, because you're still going to have to do the versus and you're going to have to do and then the other shows that are coming out. So it's like, you need to just go ahead and throw it out there. So the finale for Drag Race is next week. That's the 18th of Friday. It's actually Good Friday for those of you who celebrate in April. And the premiere of All-Stars 10 is May 9th. So we have 2 weeks in between that time. So I get a little light break, and that's where we get to start the lip sync rating show that we're going to do in place. That's going to be our new Saturday show while we wait for the new show to start. And then we'll move the day of the lip sync ranking show. Do you see what I just did there? Aha. So we still have our weekends together for these next 2 weeks. So the next 2 Saturdays, we're going to do lip sync rankings from seasons. I'm going to let y'all vote in the community tabs. And then we'll meet for that on Saturdays up until All Stars 10. Now, y'all know I'm also going to be going to Puerto Vallarta at closer to the end of May here. And I believe it'll be around the week of the 23rd. So I will not be doing a live that day. However, because it comes out on Paramount Plus, I will have the reaction posted to Patreon. I am going to, with the most power possible in me, and I want y'all to give me the strength of God in this, I'm going to try to do a whole review that night, edited, and post it before I go on my trip. So that way there is a review there. There won't be a panel because I'll be gone. But that review, I'm still going to get up to go. I'm going to still go to bed, wake up, and catch myself over in customs before I catch my flight. But like, I'm going to do that and make sure that there's at least something there for you. So, okay. I just wanted to make sure everyone knew of the schedule going forward. There's a lot that I'm going to start doing with the channel. We do still have membership only I'm planning to do. I'm not going to make that a ridiculous amount of money. I'm not some of these other YouTubers out here, but Liam has been gracious enough to pull together a Discord chat. And if anybody is interested in the Discord chat, please let us know. Liam, again, I've had a return to sender moment with my mind, and I'm like, let's get the ball rolling here. I don't want to waste any more time with the stuff that I know we could be doing. And I may not know everything that I can do right now. I may not be fully adept to, like, I'm not all the way there just yet, but I'm going to learn as we go. So we'll start that Monday, friend. And yeah, we'll get there. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Drop a little love in my jar if you appreciate it. I thank you so much, Ashraf. I'm so sorry for the first super chat of the day. I thank you so very much, sincerely. Yesterday marked 1 year since the passing of my dog, and your videos have helped me make it through not just the day, the entire year during my saddest moments. For that, I sincerely thank you, Maddie. Oh, Ashraf. I do remember, honestly, when you had told me of this happening. And so it's wild that we're even at that anniversary marker here currently. And so I hope that you're doing better. I know how it feels to lose a dog only through Jamar, because he had Rufus and I was attached to Rufus a little bit. So I'm hoping that emotionally, not that you're healed, but that you're feeling better, and that if you ever wanted to get another puppy again in your life, or a dog, that you open your heart to it, because animals are the most amazing thing ever. And I look at my babies like that with my cats. Like, I don't know how I'd make it through because they push me through. That's why the tippy jars out here. We got to get litter and food for these mother tucks. Oh yes, pay bills too. Yeah, but yes, thank you, Ashraf. I appreciate you, my baby. All right, and thank y'all. I see a lot of positive well wishes that are in the chat. You do not know how important that is. For me, I had a very tough morning, an argument at 5 a.m. in the morning over some of the stupidest stuff ever. And I just had to let some things go, and I had to move away from it because I just felt, okay, I know what's about to happen here, and it's not conducive to the goal, to the positivity, and to the light I'm trying to walk into. So God bless every single one of you. All right. Get into this today. Yeah, I'm choosing to be positive though, because I'd rather not. Because I'm being gaslit at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't wish that on nobody. And so we've had to reevaluate people. Okay, so let's see here. I did see the teaser trailer for Elena. I'm actually going to start back on Street Fighter again because Tekken 8 is on some other stuff. For my gamers out there, you know what's up. But yes, which song would I have chosen? Ooh, I would have chosen Sylvester and actually did it right. Ooh. I'd have chosen 360 before a three-way lip sync too. Ooh. So Julie, baby. There were a couple. Okay, as put her back up. Put her back up because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I am. Do y'all want it to be like this or like this so you can see my expressions better when we're talking about it? Please let me know. I'm just gonna hold it like this until I hear otherwise. There are a couple of different decisions were made. This works. Okay, cool beans. So I kind of like this better. Okay. Let's get to the poll real quick. So right now, with 48 minutes into this video and 144 votes, thank you for voting. We have 28% of you, 27 actually, ooh, just changed, 146. The girls choose, 27% of you. 12% said, I was not impressed. 42% of you, some good, others met. That's where I'm at. And 18% is Rue's contact lens. Did I zoom in? Yes. Oh, well, yes, on that one, I will go smaller. Of course I zoom. Boy, she had her Jamar 84 said. I was like, nah, we need to. We're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to. Listen, our top four of Lexi, Anya, Sam, and Jules stepped into the room, but also all of the queens that were eliminated are returning back for a possibility at $50,000, sponsored by Starbucks. I was like, by who? No shade. I was like, who? Uh, 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 oh. And they waited till the end. Because it was just 50,000 for the longest girl. And then all of a sudden at the end of it, we had a whole bunch of cups sitting on the table. And I was like, oh. I said two of those cups belong to Sugar and Spice. Ooh, let me not. I said, oh. That's interesting. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be crazy. But I mean, y'all got me to stop drinking Starbucks. Just saying. So I was like, okay, like, I was like, okay, I'm removing the rest of it because, with what little I can do, I haven't been there in quite some time. But yeah, I was like, okay, bet. It would have, to me, DRW, something about it being like Dunkin' Donuts would have been kind of funny because it's Corey being like, "Oh, bitch, I'm literally trying to fight for my title as the Dunkin' Donuts queen." The commercial with Roxy too. See, I tape it in advance and then I like fast forward through the commercials because MTV and commercials are oof. No shade to MTV. I know they're trying to make their money, but man, they just be playing. It's like maybe two commercials. One about like, look out, cause here I come. We go oh. Side effects include like that, and then you get. Do you remember that they were 16 and now they're 44? Teen mom, old bitches. This is what it's like with kids now. And then all of a sudden, the challenge, wah, 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 and then they play it like 3 times. Then Tammy, you ain't nothing but a how. Like, I just be sitting there like, oh. So the people who get to watch it on Wow Presents Plus, you're lucky. I'm sorry. You're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky because MTV be throwing it. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them little girls not being little girls no more. Having babies talking about you about to be a hoe like your mama. What? What? Then all of a sudden, here come no. See, in Love and Hip Hop, thank you for reminding me. Here come Rashida. That man's still fucking over you. I wasn't supposed to swear today. You still with Kirk. You look crazy. Carly's face is changing all over the world. Like Spice out here, blah, 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 like no, no, no. These commercials are so long, and I'm like, please get back to the show. Do you remember last week when they did the runway, and then they literally went from the judges commercial runway commercial. That shit was wild. I was like, you did not just play 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the show and then actually go into 4 minutes of commercials just to come back for a 5-minute conversation. I'm sorry I'm complaining about this right now, but as people who pay for cable and DirecTV and satellite, all of my viewers out there, I know you feel what I'm talking about. Shit is wild. You'd be like, why are we watching all this? Get the show. So we got the eliminated queens coming in. Let's do it. That runtime was low, baby. I'd rather they do a sneak peek of another show right after the episode for 10 minutes to fill in some time than me finding out about the side effects of a drug I'm not going to be taking anytime soon. at all. And then I can't forget, we got to get down, get up and get down, get up and get down, sexual health, get inside me, get up and get down, get. And then it's Monet on the street. I'm like, all right. I get my Saphira and my tsunami, and I'm happy. I'm like, all right. It's so repetitive now. I'm like, okay, I can't do this no more. Please, God, end the show. No shade. The commercials be tiring me out. This season's been only long because I have to sit through and fast forward through all that crap. God bless them. Listen, there are a lot of people at this table who want to get a piece of the cake, $50,000, if you will. And of course, they're happy to be back in the competition. So much has happened. There is no soft launching. There is only a hard launch. Because if you remember, they didn't film this directly after the whole top four situation. They filmed this months later this year, I believe around February, if possible, maybe, yeah, like not too long ago, a little bit prior to the finale, I'm assuming. I need to. I'm trying to assume. Yes. Yeah, but they are a couple now, and they want us to. Well, they don't want us to know. We already know. We know. We know. We know. We know, and it's good for Corey and Lydia. I just would say to the both of them, if you ever get the call back to join the show, Lydia, Corey, you got someone now, so the focus can be real. Please. Please. Because to me, what Corey did in this episode was leaps better than the season. And I'm just like, girl, sister, if you come back, if they give you a call back, please, Fred, I need this kind of like take about. Like, you can't do that other stuff again. And bring different colored wigs. That. Susie just left the competition, and of course they want to ask her how she feels, and it is a little bittersweet, but she gets it. Corey, of course, being famous via Cameo, and honestly has been killing it on Cameo. Congrats to Corey, because that's like huge now. Literally, you left the show and it's like, what are we doing? You know how they ask people where they're going to go? Well, Corey has found something within the Cameo atmosphere with the lives on social media, and of course doing what queens should be doing with their fans and interacting. And honestly, they brought this to the show. It's really funny that Corey toot the whole situation. It's now canon with the show. It's not something that, was off camera. And it's like, well, they talked about it off. No, they made this canon now with Drag Race. So I think this is pretty cool. And I was kind of happy they waited a little bit. And they had the social media feel of how the audience took everything, and it's being applied into how a lot of these conversations are happening in the workroom here. So I was happy that they did that, and it's there's a little bit more of a self-reflection from some people. Like, we do have this moment with Ariete and Anya where they do apologize, and if you remember, a lot of us said, while there was Ariete on social media, well, we talked off camera. A lot of people felt like, well, okay, but you insulted her on camera. So we need the apology on camera, so that way within the universe of what you did that was wrong, you have somewhat of a actual character, which they do. I don't think Ariete's a bad person. They just did that fuck shit. But we just needed to see that for your sake, for the well-roundedness of it all, to see that you're just not only one kind of person. And of course, Anya receiving that and all this such, I said, okay. We take it. It is what it is. Again, that's Anya's journey. She can receive the apologies because that was who the insult was for. I'm not Anya, right? And I know a lot of people were taking offense on behalf of, because we were all like, well, if it was me, and that's fine. That's how we do with TV. But if Anya takes it, I'm there with it. It may just be one of those, it's cool, but I'm gonna remember, and it is what it is. Ariete, I don't know. I said she got a little Yeah. When I saw her face, I said, "Oh, when you were watching the show, there was." I said, "Oh, we got a little romp up in there." I said, "Little, it's a little high." I said, "That face is up stairs, okay? The face is upstairs." No shade. I just was like, "Oh, that's not the same. That ain't the same. It's not the same." They make them put back on the same clothes for continuity, but you could tell some people had different hairlines, some people had different eyebrows, Corey, and some people had different faces. There it is. And some people look the same. Did y'all not clock that? Did y'all not receive that and understand that that's what they do on reality television, where they make them wear a specific set of clothes, and that's the chosen clothes for the confessionals? And see, like Drag Race, they basically put that shit back on and they do what they do or whatever. So, Oh my goodness gracious. But yes, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We got 217 in the room. What's up? I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. We're talking about this episode of the Lalaparuza. As a reminder, there's a current poll right now in the live chat you can be a part of, and we're about to close it out. Once we get to our first lip sync, we will be making our votes, your voices be heard, and it'll be a part of this conversation for what lip syncs you thought who was the true winner. Did you even like the lip sync? This and that and the other. So hit the like button, share, and subscribe. If you do want to drop a little tip you put in my jar, some love in my jar, please and thank you. It's paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, or Venmo Matty-Rants. And also $Matty-Rants is actually still up right now. So if you want to send something to the OG Cash App, it's still up. So I thank you again for tuning in. Let's continue on with the show. So Joella and Lucky do need to get their lick back, because Joella's puss was not. I know y'all like the Slasian sensation. Speaking of Slasian sensation, I want to send, and I know she may be watching this. Pangina, thank you so much for that voice message you sent me the other day. I low-key had to cry off in the corner a tad bit, and so when you heard my voice message back, my voice was really shaky or whatever. But I love you too, baby, and I appreciate having you in my life. I love you down, sister. Yeah, because Pangina saw my comment on Twitter and sent me a message on Instagram. It was like, sister, and I'm like, I know. It was a lot. So I always appreciate my Drag Race sisters always coming through and hitting me up, because I do have some relationships with these girls. So love my Pan. But Joella need to get her look back, because she do low-key look like a stuffed animal out there just dancing. It just be looking crazy. I assume I'm at Disney and I'm watching somebody in a whole suit, basically, tra-la-la-la-la to whatever fantasy. And then Lucky was out there giving you all kinds of slip-on, slip-out of shoe. And it just wasn't really doing what it needed to be done. Mama was slipping, sliding, looking a mess. And, well, we'll get to it in a second here. So I understand that you left first and it feels bad. So you do want to have some sort of redemption of grace happening here. Lydia getting emotional over the fan response to them is beautiful to see. And I feel like maybe Lydia didn't even know that was going to happen, or people were going to see for her take of drag and her odd style and just her sense of humor. But the Lydia stands do ride hard. And I felt Lydia in this moment here. I thought that was beautiful. I was like, oh, Lydia, you got yourself a little chocolate. Not little. Got you a man. People are living for the you. I'm telling you. We're here for it. The lesbians love Lydia. Sorry. Is it because they're in a relationship and they know how to be in one? No, I'm just kidding, because I'm still single. Da 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 da. Will it be me? It was cute to see. I was here for it. Susie also needs to get her little redemption back. No shade, because with Susie, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would they send me that email? With Susie, it's like she was right there, and she's not going to be able to compete for the crown, but now she can go for the $50,000. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little something, something from this. So I was like, oh. The Anastasia Beverly Hills plug here was so Dorit Kemsley of it all. Just what accent are we using? I get it that the sponsor, but this was so wild. I was like, okay, so Zac Efron's feminine, doppelganger here gets this one part after saying, I miss you, girl. I miss you too. And they focus on somebody else. And then we come back to her and she's like, oh my God. This is such a. I said, oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. T.S. Madison is there today by the grace of God. Michelle Visage always there. And RuPaul. Now, Ru, from back here, I'm going to tell you. So I don't know. Ru was feeling herself. Ru was feeling herself. Yes. Was it reciprocated? Girl, that one contact lens was swing low. I just was like, what is going on? Um, her Jamar 84s are shining bright like a diamond. The Melinda Virgas are in. Do you understand me? The Kennedy Davenport, I done crystallized and came alive redemption look. Eye contact lenses are there. The Aiden Zanes have hit the building. I hate these contact lenses with an infinite passion. Nothing about it makes you look feminine to me at all. It makes you look like she's about to have a stroke. Like the drug didn't hit right. Like I I just I am unable. I'm unable. I am unable. Not for me. I'm sorry, but I love RuPaul. In case you didn't know, Ru as okay. Yeah, I got to say this because the girls might totally mistake where I'm going with this when I do my banter of all sorts of persuasions and occasions. As much as I rip on RuPaul sometimes, just know that I live and breathe for this lady and her ground breaking achievements. I live. No, I do. Honestly, I've been watching Ru since Crooklyn. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've been watching Ru since Crooklyn in the bodega. Do you understand with me dancing as what was it? Horde number two. Like, let's not do it. Let's not do it. And also, what's really funny is that RuPaul is literally on my Apple's most played list every year because I bump the fuck out of her music. Not every song on every essentials, no, but there is always one or two tracks that lock me in where I have to hear it consistently. And yes, we do have moments when we are in the house and we're doing category is, and I'm practicing the runway. No shade, okay? Do you have the USB ready for the book signing? Listen. Oh, it would be a USB C now. It'd be a USB C now. I got the Generation C one, honey, not the USB. No USB. Ugh. She's got the new plug. She can't do it today. Listen, shout out to RuPaul and their book, and of course, to Bob the Drag Queen, Harriet Tubman live in concert, a novel. Um, For those of you who are subscribed to my Patreon, I know I tell this story and I think I brag about it too much, but whatever, I'm going to do it because I can flex like that. But Bob is one of the drag queens, I'm not going to tell you who else, that is subscribed to my Patreon faithfully. And I'm subscribed back to Sibling Rivalry. So I thank you, Roberta, for signing my book for me. I was not able to be out there, but you did it for me thanks to David. And I thank you so very much, friend. You still owe me a game in Smash Brothers. You still, I want my licks, Bob. I really do. You know I'm going to tear you up with Peach. It's okay, friend. Talking about who you, the last time I talked to him, he talked about who you play with, Sword Fighter. I said, don't do me. I said, I play with Peach, and I play with Duck Hunt, and I play with all of my, expected. I was like, don't do me, girl. That's okay. Last queen I played with was Bitch Puddin', and she beat me, what, best out of 3? Yeah. Anywho, the bitch is good at video games. I need to play her in Tekken, though. I'd wear her out. Personally. Michelle Visage looks good. I like Michelle this week. Hold on, we got some tippy poos. I'm sorry. Why is my clock? Why is my Apple Watch is supposed to be synced? Nikki, thank you so much for the tippy poo on my Cash App. Thank you so much, baby. Saturday love from the Nikki G show. Thank you, Nikki G. Appreciate you, my baby. God bless you, my love. And Stephanie, love you, Stephanie. For you are not a disappointment. I love you too, Stephanie. Yeah, I got told that, and I think that's why I made that post about it. For those of you who are trying to get context, I literally had someone tell me that over something very small, and it really got me together. And then I applied it to almost everything I was doing that day, and I had a little bit of a crashing out, if you will, or for more of a vent moment online, because I had somebody who I cared about that told me that, and it was over something very small, and it made me overthink everything. But I was really thankful for the nice messages. And of course, I actually had a therapy session that day. So my therapist got me right back aligned again and was like, bitch, you need to start standing your ground. So a lot of stuff, Matthew, you're too nice. And that's what she kept saying to me. You're worried about hurting people's feelings now, and you're becoming too nice. If you got to stand your ground, baby. But you don't ever think something like that. Just da-da-da-da-da. And then I talked to my pop too. And it's a lot. So yeah, I had to remove the entity that was making me feel this way, that is no longer a part of my equation. So that's what we did. We stood our ground. And that was my 5 a.m. argument. But yes, thank you, Stephanie. I love you, baby. But Michelle looked good. Today, it wasn't fully open heart surgery. So I'm all right with this, Michelle's. It wasn't fully open heart surgery today. This is giving news, but she likes to show a little clavicle. That's okay. I like this a lot. But lately, it's like you are setting up what is possibly going to be your ribs being broken open, and them trying to find out how to get that Janet Jackson body. Because remember that rumor back in the day during the All For You era when Janet Jackson's allegedly, or was it when Janet went to Hawaii and did the concert tour? I think it was Janet in Hawaii. That was All For You, right? Yeah. The rumor was that Janet removed her bottom ribs to get the abs that she had, because they're like, there's no way her body can look like that. And that was the rumor, that she removed her bottom ribs. I'm that old. I remember that kind of bullshit. I'm so sorry. T.S. Madison looked very good tonight. I was here for my sister. You know, I always love to see her up in the gig and the commentary. Shout out to T.S. Madison. Eyes far apart, body on point. You got to hear the voice today. Are you still interested? It's Bruno. I'm kidding. I said, they let him speak today. I said, ow. I said, bottom. No shade. Verse spot. I said, oh man, Brew, verse spot. I said, somebody gonna get that from the back. Little Harry hole. I said, call Harry hole. I said, now I know why they showing the drunk in the back. All that in the front is just for like the oldest to like touch and do. It's nice to see you, but really it's the back. A bottom nose. All right, a platinum bottom nose. Do you understand me? I know. She rarely confuses the verse bottoms of the bottom girls. I always know. That voice came out. I said, "Oh, she gets tugged. That's all right. Go ahead, girl." The ass fits. So, like, by all means, pluck, pluck, pluck. But whatever top fancy I had was gone tonight. I was like, "Ooh, she out. She out. It don't even give blouse. She out. She go ahead. All my tops make some noise, girl." Versus two, she give maybe every now and then I'm gonna go look, but you know it is what it is. I'm so sorry to take it there, Bruno. You are actually getting your own show on Wow Presents Plus. Did y'all know this? Did you know this? Yeah, he is going to be doing massages with a message. I'm kind of cool. Like I am going to watch that because I need to see what that's going to be like. Yeah, World of Wonder announced that they're giving him his own show. I saw the post recently. It's on Instagram, and it's called Bruno Happy Endings. Happy Endings with Bruno. I'm not. Yes, happy endings include. Thank you. Yeah, it no for real. The show is like Happy Endings Bruno. Bruno's Happy Endings. And it's really him giving a massage, but also talking about certain things. Like he's supposed to be giving advice and like having deep conversations while releasing the tension with the massages. Yeah, that's a show. That's real. That's not an April Fool. I'm not lying. That's an actual thing that's happening. I need to see the episode. I'm actually going to watch because I just want to see what they're going to talk about while he's massaging, and if they're going to make it serious or if they're going to turn it into something that's going to be slightly gross. I'm hoping it's something where we can take him seriously. Yeah, he's a licensed masseuse. The article read Bruno has a passion for massage therapy or therapeutic massages and likes to include it with such and such and such. And I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's going to be on Wow Presents Plus. Kennedy Davenport is getting her own show too. It's the Kennedy Davenport Center of Honors. So Kennedy is going to be watching, I think, clips or it's either lip syncs clips or something else. I forget what it is, but Kennedy's getting her own show where she's going to be like, you know, ranking certain things and giving honors and this, that, and the other, or like, you know, basically giving coots and praises to. So I was like, Wow Presents got some stuff lined up for my consumption that I actually think I will partake in. So I was like, I will watch Bruno's show and I will give, of course, Kenny Davenport a view. But I just thought it was kind of wild. Like, okay. Very interesting. Oh, and for those of you who, oh, speaking of which, oh, this is a perfect Siri. Stop talking to me. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Check this out, y'all. Paramount Plus is where All Stars 10 is at. I'm an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. You get a free week on me. Do you not know how much I'm about to be promoting the fuck? Remember, I have been saying this. Maddie, you can hit my link for a free week. This is why I knew the All Stars 10 thing was coming, and now I get to say it. I kept telling you well, there may be an announcement soon. Well, there may be an announcement. This is how I don't do spoil. You see how I don't ruin shit for y'all and I don't just give you the tea. I give you a little piece of it so you can start to dig on your own. Told you. Told you. I knew that a couple of weeks ago. Like I was like, oh, I got an email with it saying that it was gonna be out. I was like, oh, okay, bad. All right. Be quiet. Just let it roll. Thank you. Oh, for those of you in the UK, shout out to Danny Beard being on Celebrity Big Brother UK and get Mickey Rourke out the house. And I can't believe I'm also saying this. JoJo, I've watched clips. You are enjoyable and not insufferable on that show. And that is wild. I don't have a code, but I have a link in the about section. Oh my God, I have completely forgotten to even speak to this person, and how dare I? Shout out to Emroika, my moderator. Bonjour, madame, comment allez-vous aujourd'hui, n'est-ce pas? See, that's my French. It's a little, no. But I have missed you, and I know you've got things going on at home, and I'm always so appreciative whenever you show up. Liam has been doing an excellent job of moderating, especially during the vertical lives on the Thursdays. So coots to both Emroika for the timestamps when they get a chance to do it. It's really helpful, and it means a lot to me. And shout out to Liam. Liam's been with us for quite some time. He's family. And of course, baby's been cutting up. I got to give my boy some love. Liam's been cutting up on Thursdays because I do the vertical lives, and that's the invitation for troll lives. And Liam be boop, 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 boop. I'm like, oh, every time I see him do it, I just be like this. I nod a little bit as I keep talking, like, cut up, friend. Cut up, friend, because I'm going to keep talking. Kyle, thank you for the love to here on my Cash App. Virgo moons always understand. Apparently, there's the Libra moon is in cycle right now, today and tomorrow. And so it's about changes. It's about elevating. It's about moving forward right now. And I believe that Libra, Aries, and I forget the other zodiac. I think it's Capricorns. I may be wrong, but there's another sign that's also affected by it. And so again, the things that happened today needed to happen today. And I put my foot down, and I'm proud of myself because, bitch, I said I am not carrying anything into this new life that I'm about to live. I'm not carrying nothing. Now, let's talk about the top 4 real quick. On your nerve. 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 God bless you. God bless you, sister. Wake up, wake up. Wait, it's the motherfucking friends. Put the motherfucking money in my motherfucking hand. Put that, baby. What? I had Nissan Altima just literally. They said, "Don't you Delulu?" Come on. You did the Tom Brown. And for those of us who know fashion and are in the current wake up with things, mind you, shout out to my baby Bleeker, because Bleeker's been doing some fashion posts and categorizing stuff on Blue Sky. Make sure you follow Bleeker on there, because they literally have been putting in some work on there. I've been living for my friends' takes. But I know who the designer is, and Dochi's been doing a lot of stuff with him. And I think it's so fucking dope that Anya did the look. I was gooped. I was like, oh, but I'm gonna have to give it also to Selena S. Grande, because Jules, I see Ariana in her dark skin era and a little bit transitioning into positions, and Selena in all of your outfit. I thought Jules was plus. I was like, okay, Anya and Jules were doing it for me. I think Lexi looks good, and I'm here for it. Sam is fine. Sam was fine. Yeah, Sam was fine. No shade. I was here for what was happening here. Thank you for not putting the blue contact lenses in. You look so good with your natural eye color. You look so good with your, because this brow. Oh, do you see? I never want Jules to put blue eye contacts in. Like, never, ever. Don't you ever put them back in your eyes. You look so good with brown. Maybe green. Try green. Don't do blue. Don't do silver. Green and brown, and a light brown would be nasty with you. But she earth tone when it comes to the eye color. She is not a cool winter. I'm telling you, a nasty hazel, Savvy, something like that. Very that. I don't know. I thought Lexi is giving Sabrina Carpenter high key. Think about me when I know it's myself. Like Sabrina Carpenter, but like make her taller. You know, we did a me character of Sabrina Carpenter. They're like, no. Lexi looked really good. The wig looks nice on her. She looks good with a bang. You're perfect, sweetie. Sam, I need you to have a bigger wig. That was my issue with Samantha. Samantha James. Star. Yeah, I needed her to have a bigger wig. It was too down center. It was too I'm almost a real girl, but you not chop. That was my only issue with Sam. I think the outfit was cute for what it was worth, and it was yeah, but it was like I need a better wig. I need something with a little bump, a little high to the heaven, because it's a man head, and I needed a little up here, and it would have done something different. That's all. I'm glad you didn't do, you know, a segregation wig. I'm glad you didn't do a plantation wig. That I was appreciative of. We've had enough of those. We've had enough of the Gone with the Wind, okay? I had a maid wig. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I was very happy we didn't have that. So, thank you. But this downstairs, that wig needs to be up in the front for yay, okay? Um I do like the format for the lip sync Lalaparuza, and I do feel like they need to continue doing this. I'd love to see what y'all feel in the live chat as well as in the comment section later if you feel that the lip sync Lalaparuza needs to continue. You want to know what else I was feeling? That they changed the rules up. I'm afraid we're going to have to stop hiring. Let me not say hiring. We got to do something different to where it's not three ways. Somebody going to have to lip sync more than once to go to the finale, in my personal opinion, and someone gets a pass to go into a semifinal via the draw, and then they have to actually partake. I'm so sorry to say this to the Drag Race producers. You're gonna have to stop doing this three-way lip sync bullshit. No shade. Because it started to look like there were backup dancers for Corey at one point in time. I hate to tell you, love to be the messenger. It did. Even the way they ended it, I was like, they're a girl group. If we know who the leader is. I was like, this is wild. You can't do that no more because the focus is so hard to take in everybody. You actually blocked several of Lana's stunts. I'm watching her long ass leg kick all the way to the back. And then the next thing I know, she's on the bottom of the stage. I'm like, we missed the entire stunt. Maybe it was puss, maybe it was flop. We don't know because you couldn't focus because Corey's eating and Lana's eating. Lydia had a few. We are not even to lip sync, Matthew. I see what's that in my spirit, but it just we got to do something different. So I think somebody should move to a semifinal round via a pool of a ball, and they have the option to lip sync against someone in this round to remove them, or they get the option to go to a semifinal, and then whoever they have to go against, they got to beat to then go into a final with the person who beats in that other round. And there may be more lip syncs this way, but it just makes more sense to me because it's like not three, and then two out, and then that one person gets to go. That's wild to me, bro. Like, no, 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 no. That also, okay, this is why I make this point. Listen to me now. Imagine if you get the go ahead and you're like, ooh, bitch, I'm already to the semifinals, but everybody left is a heavy hitter. And so you have now seen the lip sync go off, and it's the two people, one person that you were like, maybe I could beat her. The other one, oh, absolutely not. Wasn't it like that last year? Was it like that last year? My life has so much going on. Sometimes I really need a ginkgo biloba or some fish oil, baby. I tell you what. Or rate a queen for the semifinal. The queens get to vote between the person who gets to go on, and the others have to battle to then fight her to then go to the finale. Because you know how they have in the gaming universe losers bracket and a winners bracket. This is where I'm going with it. There's a losers bracket and there's a win. Oh, wait a minute. That could be a whole episode. Oh my God. Losers, boom, boom, boom. It's not over for you yet. Dun, dun, dun. There's an opportunity for you to get back into the winner's bracket. For the she done already had hers. Top 4 would be the ones that would vote for who gets to go. Yep, I agree. Something of the sorts. I think Canada's Drag Race did something like this. That's who I think did the one where they moved someone forward based off of an early lip sync, and then they just had the two. I'm trying to remember, but either way, they got to do something a little different with this just because I don't know, I'm speaking for me. I apologize. I'm speaking for me. I don't like 3-ways. Lip syncs. I don't like 3-way lip syncs. I don't. Especially if they're not all tops. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. This is a program for entertainment purposes. Don't take me too seriously. Don't say hey to anybody that we talk about today, and grab your libations and strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker. You can tell. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. And yeah, if you feel uncomfortable reviewing this program, consume some Activia, have yourself a good poot. And thank you, Kyle, for another tippy poot on Cash App. Today it was Virgo risings. Yes, it was Virgos. Yeah, I think it was Virgos, Libras, and Aries. Yeah, I think that's correct. But thank you, friend. I appreciate you. And if you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, PayPal.me /Matty-Rants, Cash App Matty-Rants, and Venmo Matty-Rants or MattMatt924. Either way, appreciate it all. And thank you so much for the super chats I've gotten today as well. CJ, I am so sorry. I should have been highlighted this. Hey, Maddie, on live and real life, I was living for Lana, Corey, and Miss Toot. My fave were Mighty Real, 360, and the last one. I'm glad this episode was fun. Thank you so much, CJ. I have a different take on Mighty Real. And I'm going to ask for forgiveness because I'm going to drag. I'm going to be honest. I did not care for Mighty Real. It was very clear who won that one. I'm going to be honest with you. And even then I was like, they're not doing it the way I want them to do the song. But I went and watched this back, and yes, even with Derek doing the most, Bob embodied how I like to see the song get performed. So I don't know. It was interesting, but Lana definitely wore her. No shade. Wore her out. So listen, Hormona is the first one who gets their ball picked. And that's when the twist is then shown or given that they get the opportunity to either choose the song first, and then they get to have the person who they lip sync against be chosen by the fate of the ball that then proceeds to then spin, a little hamster wheel. You know where I'm going with that. Or you choose your opponent, and the opponent gets to choose the song. Keep this. Do not let this go. Very smart. Very good gag. Very good. You have now given these bitches time to go, oh, we have to think. Do that more often. Give them opportunities to think, because strategy can come into play, or shady stuff can happen. And that's what I like to see. Thank you for this. Don't mess us up again, Drag Races. This right here, when Rue said that, I said, oh, I would be choosing song every time. I don't even need to choose the person. See, what's really funny is Susie chose the person to lip sync against. I think Susie's the only one that did that. And I think Joella should take offense. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I would be hella mad if someone chose me. Because that means that they don't think any song that I pick is going, bitch, I'd be mad. I'd be like, damn, she really think really less of me. Like, for real though. But Hormona chooses Say Liza with a Z. I have to remind myself I'm filming with Valerie Vision after this, so I definitely need to not talk forever. But I also I actually like this episode. To me, I know the panel's going to go hard. The panel is definitely going to go hard tomorrow. Check Jamar's post, check C. Diggy's post. Like, I'm like, okay, here we go. It's going to be a lot of that. But I'm going to be one of the shining bright stars in the midst of the panel tomorrow because I enjoyed this episode. There were lip syncs that were trash, but I enjoyed the overall appeal of this because to me, there were redemptions for a majority of people, not for Hermona. Ramona chose Susie's song because you know that song's for Susie. And they do ask these queens what songs that they like, so some of them get picked this way. But like Lydia's Ball is chosen. And Susie's like, God damn. The one song I just wanted the opera, like, and mind you, it's her bread and butter song too. Bread and butter. It's the bread and butter. I love how, thank you, Michelle, because I clocked it too. She was like, ooh, I know she is dying inside. Like, All right, let's get to y'all voting on the lip sync, and let me close this current poll right now that we have because I'm ready to hear y'all's take. I think we all know the answer to what this is, but I still want to hear what you got to say. Thanks again for tuning in. Hey, the final poll results: 285 votes. Awesome. Some good, others meh. 43%. The girls chew 30%. Rue's contact lens 14%. I should have said lenses. I realized I didn't do that right. And I was not impressed. 11% of you. All right. So the simple question is, who won? I almost wrote Susie's name because I really did want to see Susie perform this. I was mad for Susie. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, damn, we don't get to see her do her bread and butter. We don't. I hope I spelled that lady's name right. It's just been so long since we talked about her. CJ, thank you so much for the tip people on Cash App. Missed you so much. Can't wait to catch up. I missed you too, baby. And thank you for the love on my Cashy app. I appreciate you, my darling. Hermona lost because Hermona doesn't know how to lip sync. Oop. Oh, I should have put Susie since Susie was low-key chewing in the corner. Do I need to redo the poll? Hold on. No, let me redo the poll. No. We have to redo the poll. We gotta do, let's be those people. I want to be that person today. Susie, Lydia, Hermona. Who won the lip sync? Yeah, we'll be those people today. Girl, let me tell you something. Who was it that lied backstage and said that Hermona, no, didn't lie, but basically told Hermona's lie that she had did this for a talent and won? I'm like, who was in the audience and who were the judges, sweetie? And because this could not possibly have been the winning routine. A coat that was on that was taken off within the first 10 seconds, I have had it. I said, okay. Then you throw it in front of Lydia like she wasn't that girl for lip syncs. It's the fact that Lydia picked your coat up, carried that hoe across. Could you believe it? It while still doing the song, carried it across the stage like it was, literally walking, down the street, threw that bitch in front of her and continued on. I said it was a wrap for Hermona there. In the music. It was a wrap for her right there. Your gag didn't work. Then you take off some more stuff. I'm like, why? Every time Hermona removed an article of clothing, did you notice that it was never on time with the song? It never made sense with the song. There was no need for it. She could have kept all that on, and it still would have made more sense to the song that way versus all the removal of clothing. I don't see Say Liza with a Z being a burlesque number. Very weird. I'm like, she don't lip sync often. She can't. And if she does, she don't ever remove clothes like this. For what reason? Then we get to the bob. For what? Why? What, I'm sorry. What? Bobbiana? Who? Bobby Chop? Like, no. Millie Bobby Brown? No. The comb wasn't giving what you thought it would. Not for this song, sister. This was you giving puss for what? This is some weird lady with bad knees out there shaking something raw. Do you understand what I'm saying? You should have had a pixie if you was going to do what you need to do picking this song, taking it from Susanna. Lydia, you had no choice but to win. All tea. But Susie over here, the amount of times that camera went to Suzanne, absolutely ridiculous. I said, "Oh, now they playing with our puss. They playing with our hearts right now. This is some sick shit that RuPaul's Drag Race is doing over here. You got the actual entity who the song belonged to, and you made sure camera back, camera back, camera back. They showed her at least 3 times, and her doing all the words. Like we get a cone head reveal from Lydia, and I'm appreciative of the cone head. The bang in the front and all that didn't make any sense. But you know what? Again, I was like, I'm enjoying Lydia's take on this way more than the shedding of the Lisa. Yeah, Hermona easily lost. Terribly, if you will. Lydia's like, I'm not even a theater girl. And knew, let me change how I do this. Let me change how I perform. Let me give a little bit something different. It may not be technically correct, but it's in the genre of what I'm being asked to do. That's why Lydia is a great lip syncer and I respect her. She switches genres. She knows, okay, this is a little bit R&B and hip. I'm gonna have to do something different. It's a little bit of that. I'm a little bit weird. This is not my take. I'm gonna do what I can do. I'm going to do what I can do in the song. That's why I like her. Hermona, for someone who is, again, you did this for a talent allegedly. Huh? I, to me, I don't think you've ever lip synced a day in your life. You just carry a purse and walk around feminine. And that's fine too. Live it, the reality. But, mm, mm, chop. Lydia wins. Congratulations to Lydia, and she's on to the next round. Mona, you don't love me. Shout out to Pheromone. Ends up in the back where she belongs. Oops. Nah, I didn't see her going far in any sort of level when it came to this lip sync, and I see that y'all feel the same with the voting. I'm about to end it in 3, 2, 1. And that's it for the voting of the first lip sync here. We're about to get into round 2. Who won? 64% of you said Susie 2. 33% of you said Leah. And 1% said Ramona. Shout out to the troll vote. We love you. We love you. I'm sorry, that troll vote is funny because it's 1%. I would take 2. I would take 0. 1 is wild. Isn't it sick that Susie's the next ball that comes out right after the lip sync with Eliza with the Z? Like that was rude. I felt that was purposeful. I think that did it on purpose. That is shady. How she gonna be the next one? How is she gonna be the next one? That is wild, bro. Oh my goodness. I can't. Oh goodness gracious. Oh we. Who we. So Susie is chosen to choose either a song or an opponent. And rightfully, Susie's like, well, bitch, I didn't get the song I wanted. So I might as well choose the person who I think I'm just going to beat. And out of everybody there, Joella is the one that was like, oh, she's not going to tear. She's not going to turn. She's not going to give me a run for my money at all. No matter what the song is. It was hot in there, wasn't it? They have cream for that, by the way. Okay, like that's a skin condition. If it's like looking like that in front of your forehead line, like you might want to see a dermatologist. Maybe, maybe. So Joella said, "I'm about to get this girl and gag her, and I'm going to choose Training Season by Dua Lipas." Okay. Something about the way Corey turns to Lana in this moment and Arietti like giggles a little bit because I don't know if that was to be like, oh, she's gonna tear Susie up, or it was to be like, oh, she gonna get tore to a good song by Susie. I don't even know what that was. I really would love to have been in that bubble right then and there to be like, girl, oh, that's the song. Okay, you're gonna give Susie to Training Season. Okay, versus Joella. Hmm. Girl, when I tell you, I thought I was watching Glow every time I saw Joella. Okay, it's a canceled show on Netflix. Catch the Read. Susie, you tore her up in the worst way possible, and it was literally from the moment the song started. I that bitch turned her head and gave more than Dua Lipa does on every occasion of emotional warfare with the face and emoting. No shade to Dua Lipas, but y'all know what I'm talking about. There are some singers who are dead in the eyes a little bit, a little vacant, little Illuminati soul written. You know what I'm saying? She ate her on the face alone. She took her time. This bitch went backstage. She took off her coat, and you already got half your outfit messed up. I said, okay, mama, what's going on? Susie the Riveter. Susie, I loved it. I'm sorry, girl. You took your time. And your reveal was cute. You took off the jacket. We got some tassels on the side. I thought, oh, okay, this is a little different. Is Joella taking a shit? I don't know what's happening. Do you see this? This. Think about the part of the song where Susie is doing that, like, and she is again, I don't have to do too much right now. Think of the artists that I'm doing. They're not even doing too much in the song. Joella out here trying to perspire. Like, what? We have a wig reveal. Susan. I'm not gonna lie, that the wig reveal was kind of nasty. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared for that wig reveal. I wasn't prepared for that shaky red. I was not prepared. I'm sorry. Something about the wig was fine for me because it gave Susie. It gave I'm about to be at somebody's concert. I'm about to be listening. There's cigarette smoke in the air. Cancer for everyone. Like it's giving that sort of tease. We're all leaving here with a can of water kind of and information. We're going to a vegan restaurant after this and talk about it over hummus and pita dip. Like I kid you not, I could see who she was, and that's why I'm not mad at her wig. I'm not mad at. I wasn't mad at the wig. It made sense for Suze. Like I'm sorry, even Corey with her drawn on eyebrows over here because they are not the same eyebrows from the first confessionals. Talking about she's giving puss. It was. I was like, bitch, what? Coachella, homogenic, very that, very a girl at Coachella kind of tease. Like this is how she roll it up. Joella had the Eureka kick. I said, there's that angle. There it is. I said, that's the Euryctus. That's a Euryctus kick. Okay, Euryctus. It's like a tree falling and everyone hears it. She was jumping for joy down in her heart, where she was like, I got tunnel vision. If you only knew the tunnel that you have vision in is up, it's a mess. Girl, every time I see you move, it looked like somebody's goddamn stuffed animal being in stop motion doing stuff. It just don't look cute for me. I'm sorry. I have seen the girls at Disney in full costume twirl better. I need you to focus on the comedian of it, like of it all. I don't. You not a bucker. You're not. Not. She's not a bucker. She's not a twirler. She's like she wants to be. It's not there. She'd be looking awkward. That one moment when she slammed her hand down the ground, I was like, Miss Thing, it took you a little bit to get up. No. Mrs. What was it? The Impossibles? Elastigirl tore you up, our sister. No. Susie won. Susie won. Hey May, I hope you do well, baby. And I was proud of Susie because I was like, girl, that girl thought I'm about to pick an up-tempo number and tear you alive. Susie beat her by taking her time, knowing the song in a sense, listening to the words and adapting through the music and making it her own, while Joella did her normal shit. And that's why she went home. Joella's a key. And I think she's funny, and I enjoy her presence on this program, as well as just her silliness, if you will. But when it comes to these lip syncing and her going, bitch, I'm about to tear, I laugh. I guffaw, because I know better. Squish, squish, squish is what it's going to look like and sound like. Voting concludes. Susie, I'll go ahead and round that up. 90% of you said Susie won, and 10% of you said Joella won. Thank you again for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Come by this Rant Pack family. Drop a little bit of love in my jar if you feel like it with PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo down there. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matty-924 or Matty-Rants or Venmo Matty-Rants. And CJ, thank you again for the 2 people on Cash App. I need to dip my watch in some tea because you clocked it. That's funny. Like, I love how Joella came back here like, oh, I just had tunnel vision. And Sam, you definitely were my favorite commentator back there. Sam was like, yeah, girl, she beat you when that wig, y'all were keeping up, but she beat you when the wig came off. I'm like, you a lie. She beat her when she just opened her mouth. We're not going to agree probably on this one. Okay, here we go. Here we go to this next lip sync because I have a few things I need to get off my chest. Okay, Lucky's ball is chosen. Lucky chooses the song, and it is Step by Step remix for Whitney Houston. Once again, a Whitney Houston song getting a remix. Boo, give us the originals. Acacia is then the person who is chosen via the ball that was rolled. Okay? Thank you, CJ, for sending another to people on Cash App with the same quote, though. Thank you, baby. I got problems with both of them because one person was doing the same thing over and over again, looking like a mix between Eddie Gordo, Lucky Chloe, and fucking Lily and Tekken tees, like freestyling. Like, what is happening here? Not even an actual fighting style outside the capoeira that you was trying to do on the stage, but you only got that one little. My issue with Acacia, even though to me, I'm gonna be very real with you, the basketball titty bit didn't do it for me. This looks like some sort of like something happened in Stewie's time machine, or possibly something happened in Rick's lab, and they put a Space Jam movie in with a drag queen and came out with this nonsense. Like, I don't know what's about to happen here. What's your power? They look like they're possibly going to be on My Hero Academia. I just couldn't get into this. I thought to myself, like, Space Jam 3 looks like shit. All tea. But this is what she wanted to do. She came out here as basketballs, work girl. So step by step. And then Acacia, I was like, well, she's dressed for some sort of other song. I don't know what's about to happen here. And then Lucky go into nogging down. But when Acacia got to the back, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I do appreciate them zooming in. I really wish she did this in the front of the stage. I wish she had just turned her back in the front of the stage to a portion of the song and then went, whoom. Because when I tell you, Acacia, you went from Dolly Parton's titty to Erica Jane not apologizing to those victims, but worrying about Garcelle. That was Erica Jane. Damn. I was like, oh, don't do human units. Start doing them. Start doing them. This wig looks so good on your head. It looks so good. I am Acacia. I'm sorry, they just zoomed in on the back and forgot about Lucky for the entire time because this. I'm sorry, I had to give you your 10. I was like, oh. I said, okay. The wig looks really good. Please tell me you did this wig because I know you do wigs because I got a wig from you. But like, please tell me you did this wig. Do you do human units, right? Because I would buy one immediately. Did you see the follicles of hair were moving, dog? I was like, oh. Me the whole time, every strand was moving. I was like, oh my God. That's a good wig. Now that's a good blonde wig. Now you then started walking up to the stage while a cartoon character over here is doing some stuff. She didn't want to be outdone by you. She lifted up her shirt, showed her basketball titties, and was shaking them for Jesus. I do remember this on season 9. In the same fucking position too. In the same squat. Finally. Oh, fine. I mean, I said, oh, baby, that is damn near the same location. If they were on the same stage, that'd be the same location. That same stunt was done already. I digress. But I was like, okay. I'm just watching the show. So there's one person doing this. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. And then another person, and this is where Acacia lost me at times. That girl was walking to one side, and she's walking to the other side, and she walking to one side, and she's walking to the other side, and then and that's where Acacia lost me in this. Like, while Lucky is doing everything they can to sweat in this unhinged version of a Disney character in a collaboration with the NBA on some bullshit, possibly for gay days. I don't know. That was where she lost me. But when we got back here to Acacia, I was like, oh, we're throwing comedy into this step by step. And then she pulls it back up day by. So I thought this was going to have her win right here. Her walking killed the factor for me. She had really good moments. I was impressed. I was like, okay, you had some great moments, girl. But then you would lose momentum when you just started to walk on around the place. You are fighting what looks like a reject of a Disney character. You are fighting someone who possibly walked in the lab and came out and was kaijuing a fucking city. What's happening? It feels like Power Rangers are about to Zord up and shoot Lucky Stars. Do you understand me? Or sa Rita Repulsa's pits again, back in the jar. Like, what? So I was torn. I had moments where I'm like, this is interesting from this thing over here. But I was more in line with Acacia's performance. But then as a whole, I was like, they both had missteps where I said, nah, not for me. This was not one of my favorite lip syncs, but there were moments I go, okay, okay, okay. And I thought for Acacia's sake, the wig reveal alone was puss. The little fake dip I thought was funny. We've seen it before, but I thought she did it very well. I just wish she didn't walk so goddamn much. And we may have had a different outtake of it. So Lucky wins. Lucky. And I'm glad they feel better. I knew immediately, oh, what are you about to do for the next one? Because if you're not detaching those balls and dribbling them on stage, I don't know what's about to happen here. Whoever you're going up against next is going to beat you. You are not going to the finale. I be mad at me if you want to, but that's really the tea. I was like, girl, she may move forward, but she's not going to move any further. It's going to stop. Let's wrap the voting up here so we get to the next lip sync. Who won? 40% of you said Acacia. 37% of you said Lucky. 21% of you said nobody. Entertaining at parts, a little messy at others. Still, I'm not mad at what I saw tonight. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't fully hate any of the lip syncs except for one coming up. But like, and it's, yeah, for me, I was like, I really didn't hate this episode. Was it better than last season's? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But there were some very high moments for the season. Very high. Did anyone else clock Jules in the background talking about there's some really tough competition up there in Arietti? And then she still thinks she won the lip sync. Ooh. Peace to Mateo. Thank you for the super chat. Lucky looked like a daemon. Say the moon enemy. We needed moon spiral heart attack quickly. Peace to Mateo. That's kind of you because I feel like Lucky gave more of a moon tiara tease. Like, give her early weapon very, very low hitbox. Like, there's not a lot of HP with that monster. Do you understand? They're not a final boss. They're not anywhere in the third season. It's very first season. She hasn't even met fucking Mercury yet. She hasn't met Amy. She don't even know who Amy is, girl. She's still dealing with Melvin and that other little miss thing. The one that, I forget the best friend's name, but yeah, we haven't even got there yet. Peace to Mateo, thank you for the super chat. She pulled that shirt up collecting pure hearts. Well, yeah. Such a life. Thank you for the super chat. Acacia gagged me, not gonna lie. She actually that should be her look. I also wish she did that in the front tens. I'm telling you, if she did that in the front, I think she would have had maybe a way different outcome. But we've got Arietti, we've got Crystal, we've got Corey, and we've got Lydia left. I was thinking Molly was the friend. Amy is Mercury? Yes, Amy Mercury. A-M-Y. A-M-I? I think it's A-M-I. Get back to this before, because Lord knows I gotta film with Valerie at 3, so I gotta Matthew, make sure your point gets out because you need a break in between to catch a little smoke. But yes, let's get back to this here. Yes, thank you, Emrika. That's yes. But Molly was the best friend. Yeah, so I would say that Lucky was a villain during the Molly days. Okay, let's be clear. I'm looking at who is left up here. The only two I think are going to twirl and tear is Lana and Corey. Just to be honest. Everybody else I was like, okay, Crystal maybe, but I don't know about the rest of it with Arietti, and it's just because of what I witnessed before. I feel like I'm not spelling this right, but oh well. But listen, Arietti, is the ball that is chosen next, and they get to choose the song. They choose Pink. Not a bad song at all. Blow Me One Last Kiss. I actually do like that song. So I was like, okay, a good song. Corey's ball is chosen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy that it wasn't Corey versus Lana. Love you, Mahalia. I hope you have a good day, baby. I'm happy it wasn't Corey versus Lana. I'm very happy because we got later, high key, and I know that it wouldn't have been the same thing. So I'm actually very happy. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God our two black sisters don't have to go into this. I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, oh, thank God. Like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I was like, okay, we don't have to deal with this. We don't have to deal with this. RuPaul loves you, Corey King. Did anyone else, please tell me y'all pay attention like I do. Ru lives for everything this bitch says. Like, she could say something, Ru will throw it out. Corey will either laugh at it or throw his own banter. You're going to get a call back, friend. Please be ready. Get that wardrobe ready. Get them wigs ready and get the wardrobe ready. And I'm going to tell you what. For Corey's redemption was one, the wig staying on and the lip syncs not being as messy as they were high key during the season, and they were, sister. And for Ariete, we were just trying to see if you could dance on beat and give a performance high key, because it was very sloppy toppy. I think both redeemed themselves differently. Ariete was more in control because she knew the song thoroughly. I think she still did too much, in my opinion. You randomly pull out tassels and start doing this shit at the beginning of the song, and it was like so early. I was like, why would you do that so early? Like that's towards the end. That's towards the la la, when she's just, that part of the song when it's just her just ad-libbing. That's the part you do that. I was like, why didn't you throw that out and so quickly? Corey, you want to know why this was your redemption? That wig was glued for filth. I thought that wig was sewn to your scalp. I thought that wig was literally embedded in that motherfucker. That wig stuck. And I'm going to tell you, whoever made that wig, I give you a round of applause, because that motherfucker was bouncing. That wig was tossing. Corey was winning all the lip syncs for me because her choreography was excellent throughout all of the songs. But Corey, for me, I think, did the song better than Ariete, in my personal opinion. And it was also kind of cool to see Corey not go into, we're about to just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, through the pink. She was like, I'm actually just going to focus on the song, and I'm just going to sing it this way and try and emote the way I feel the music comes through me. Versus Ariete, who I honestly felt was having a good time, and they did a good job. And I'm like, she's having a good time, and she's not wildly offbeat, okay, like it's been before. She knows this song down. It's just, we threw that big stunt out, and then after that, a lot of the tricks and stunts that were done were in between moments that didn't need to happen. I like Corey's presentation of the in the wig, in the moment. Yeah! And it just, I was like, come on, Corey. Come on. I was so happy. I ain't never been, because I'm mad. Corey, listen, Corey boy, we follow each other on Twitter. I love your shit though. And this season I was a bit tough on you, but I just knew, I was like, I'm still a fan. I still live and breathe. I just wasn't here for them always trying to I'm trying to get some booty hole. Okay, bitch, I get it. You like a little snow. It's fine. But I want to see you compete, because you be talking cash shit and you're actually funny. We just didn't see it happen. This episode was, I needed this for Corey. I did. Even with them not winning the episode, I needed this from Corey, because I was like, come on, friend. Emote down. The mug looked good. The wig was tossing. I wouldn't have worn this outfit, but it was there. You did a damn good job and won that lip sync fair and square, in my opinion. I don't know what they were talking about in the back. I don't know what Arnie was talking about. But I was like, no, Corey ate, personally. Corey ate. Why? Everybody was doing early reveals for some odd reason. And it was really driving me up the wall. Why are y'all taking your shit off so quickly? Why are you trying to get us all ready to the end? Why are we doing all that? Let us breathe. Let us see the song. Let's see the song. Let us actually take it in. Susie did that through every one of her songs, one. And Corey did that as well for this first song in particular. Like, I wasn't expecting. I was like, oh my God. She is a Dunkin' Donuts Ranger. I'm just realizing these are Dunkin' Donuts colors. I actually think I like this outfit now. Oh my God, she is Dunkin' Donuts. They weren't going to give her the win. They weren't going to let her have the win over Susie. No way. Not with a Dunkin' Donuts outfit on, getting a cash prize from Starbucks. Oh, please. No. They weren't going to do it. Dunkin' Donuts, if you don't put this bitch in a commercial, you are homophobic. And Pride season is around the corner. So there you go. You see, Corey, I'm trying to get you money. I can't. Shout out to Drew. Thank you. Hey, friend. Thank you, Drew. On my Venmo, not Space Jam. Everybody get up. It's time to stand now. Everybody had an exit line about going home for like the third time or second time or all these times and all the whatever time and time and whatever. We gonna get to the person who fucked up the most with their exit line. Ooh-wee. But who won? 76% of you said Corey. And I'm going to round that up to make it 100% by saying 24% of you said Ari Eddie. I do think that this was a redemption for Ari Eddie, though. Definitely a redemption for Ari Eddie. A way better lip sync than they've had all season long. And I was proud of them, so I was here for it too. But Corey is definitely a force. Jules being gagged that Ari Eddie didn't win, and others too, when Sam was like, no, Corey won. Sam was telling the truth, baby. Sam was back there talking about Corey was emoting down, and they were here for the emotion of Corey more than you performing it very well. Corey was chewing, and I'm like, please and come on now, Sam. Come on, Sam. Not you can see back there, probably because that wig's so tiny. Anywho, they have to choose between Lana and Crystal for the song. Lana is the ball that's chosen. I think Lana looks really good in this outfit, by the way. I actually live and breathe. And she chooses she chooses Sylvester. Maddie, Rihanna's black. Why you can't say that? No. Hear me, baby. A black song, a pop song by Rihanna, and a pop song by Charlie XCX are the options. Pop music. What? Charlie X. What? Everyone know that. We all know that song. Well, most of us know it. I know that song. We Found Love. We Tore It Up. You Make Me Feel. She chose it. It was all strategy. And it was smart. Because she knew that girl ain't going to do it. It's going to be Derek and Bob all over again. T. She called her black card. Oh, not her black card. She called her ally card. Let me stop. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? Something is wrong with me. La 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 la. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on here. I'm trying to see something. Below me won't skills. I should have never. Sorry, that song is in my head now. Let me get the poll up. Let me get the poll up. I'm also needing to do the disclaimer. I said something about race, so you know somebody's gonna get mad. Let me get the poll up. There go the poll up. Sounds like a poll up. Thank you for tuning in. Disclaimer for those who need it: don't be sensitive, but be sensitive. These are just my opinions. Don't take me too seriously. We're here to have fun today. No spoilers in the chat. Don't be rude. And yeah. enjoy yourselves. 300 plus of you here, 334 of you right now. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, come Brothers Rant Pack family. If you want to drop me a little tippy poo in my jar, that'd be awesome too. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants. Catch up us all the time. Matt924 or Matty-Rants. Then my Matty-Rants. Let's get to the lip sync. I didn't like this. This is my least favorite of the night. I know. Actually, it's not my least favorite. It's my second least favorite. Because we've got We Found Love very soon. This is my second least favorite, and I'm gonna tell you why. When they redo songs that have already been done before, and the original version of the song is honestly iconic in a sense, regardless if one person was bad and the other person was giving it the actual presentation it deserved to have, we compare. And I compared, and I couldn't stop thinking of Roberta in that outfit that I still don't understand why they were in the bottom for a book ball challenge with, up against New Eyebrows Barry. I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I watched this over and over again. Lana clears easily, but it didn't have the same. And I don't want to compare. However, that's just where it was. That's just where it was. I love how they said Bob didn't embrace the materials, but used the actual book cover that literally would be used for book covers with the cardboard. It was like, but he used book covers. You didn't use the materials. Did you just need pages? What? That was a weird day, because that was actually a great outfit. I'm sorry, Roberta. I stand by you that day, even with the book. I stand by you that day. But back to this though, Lana did a good job. It was cute, and I enjoyed her performance. It didn't go where I wanted it to go with as much soul as this song deserves from Sylvester, but it was a lot better than the rolling tumbleweed that was Crystal Envy, who didn't do as hardcore of a job as Derek Barry, but from the beginning of the outfit here to then the reveals, I was like, she had to take everything off. Like, was she going to just stand in them clothes? Like, where are you about to go? Like, what you about to do? I also would never let a girl do a stunt on me. No shade, even if it's like for fun and for TV. You're not ever going to do a stunt on me. Like Lana's split and then the split getting back up and the split down again. Nasty work. I can do that too. I was like, nasty work. Live for that. Yes. I enjoyed that very much. But we get to this one part where Crystal down here thinking she's serving all kinds of Chanel West Coast, very dolphin laugh teas. Where my black people at? I'm looking for you. I need a little clout. High key, robbing enough. That. And then here come Lana walking it like a dog. Walking like a dog. Work that. Walk it like a dog. I take that dog for a walk. A walker like a shaker, like a bouncer, like a shaker, like a walker. Monkey on a stick. Hey, monkey on a stick. Now serve it. Sorry, I'm taking y'all back. There are only a couple people in this live and in the comment section that are going to know what song I was just giving, because you've been do the sissy boo, ow, the sissy boo, ow, do the sissy boo, ow. Don't you ever question my blackness. Don't you ever question it. Don't you ever question my blackness, honey. Please. Your boy used to be shaking in New Orleans with the rest of the girls. Okay? You already know. Okay, let me stop. Lord have mercy. I need to stop. Piece of potato. Lana said, let me Harlem hook up this real quick. Bitch. Oh. It was very Harlem hookups. The fact that I know the reference and I know the 360p of what those videos are going to look like, baby. Tell you that. I mean, you can see videos of me online shaking because I got to perform at South by Southwest many moons ago. For the new subscribers, Maddie was a backup dancer. For Baccaradoo and the crew, I got to be on stage with Sissy, Red, Katie. Hold on, Maddie. Come on. Katie Red, Sister Novi, Big Frida back in the day. This is like 2011. This is like 2010, 2011. So it's 2025 now. This is years ago, but before Frida got the show and all that, back in the day, used to be a part of the Sissy Bounce artist movement, and I was one of the backup dancers. Started out as merch, went to backup dancing. I did a whole Vogue section back in the day because Vodka had a voguing song that had a Vogue beat to it. So that's a little bit of my world. I do love it. New Orleans bounce is like no other music. It is amazing, and I love it. And they can take any song, make it perfect. They can make it. Bitch, have you up there with Jill Scott, living my life like it's got, living my life like it's got. Anywho, Lana wins. I'm sorry, Lana won that for me. It wasn't a difficult decision to make. She made a strategic move. It worked in her favor. She called the other girl. You don't know this song. I know you don't know this song. So I'm going to take it because I'm going to need to get to the finale. And she want the coin. So, geek. I like Crystal, though. I really do love me some Crystal. You better say it, Natasha. Skin in the game. That's why I got to stop taking these little haters. Can't take them seriously because they don't know the resume is very long. Spaces in between, but it's long. Crystal, what happened here? Rudy, she dirty hit yours. It was like, what? What? The Ebonics flow was a little too heavy for the tongue. I know it was like, whoa, Vicky trying to say something. All kinds of blah, blah, blah. RuPaul said, did you just say mayo? Crystal, why even come back? Don't come back. I love mayo. And Ru was like, that's about white. I said, oh, look at you, RuPaul, remembering. We thought you forgot. It was Down Under season 1, if I remember. We thought you forgot. Glad to see you there. Glad to see that Atlanta Ru come out real quick. Did I zoom in on your contact lens being out of place? You damn Skippy, I did. Girl, your eye is in the center. Did you say mayo? I said, you may have read her back. But then I was getting my screen grabs today and I said, oh. Like the glass eye just wouldn't stand still, just wouldn't be still for this moment. Maybe she was so shocked that she messed up the phrase and went and just moved over. This is why those husky contact lenses, for those of you who want to look like a goddamn Malamute, for the motherfuckers that want to pull sleds and shit in the Alaskan snow, you dumb bitches, please stop putting this shit in your eyes. Jamar, Aiden, everybody else, please stop doing this. God gave you beautiful eyes, beautiful color. You also need to figure out that you may just be a fall girl. You may be a summer. You may be a spring, a little winter. But there's not a lot of people who are okay. You want to know what happens to a toad that gets struck by lightning? What happened to RuPaul's left eye here? It falls center. Okay? Some of us got a little bit of an astigmatism. All right? So like every now and then it's going to jump a little bit. Ooh. But then there's those that are Leah had a whole bang on her eye because you didn't know that lady's eye was at first. You don't succeed. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. You're talking about Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah. I owned every damn album. Love my baby girl. Come on, A-Cup. But let's be very clear. Mama's eye was center. That's why that bang was there. She was beautiful. Just don't stare at her in the middle of her nose. She gonna look. Mayonnaise. You right, Joel. You right. You right. You right. Just read. Something's wrong with me. All right, so we have our top contestants here today. And did I close out the voting poll? I don't think I did. Let me close out the poll for the lip sync here. We've got 86% of you said that Lana won, and 13, I'll round that up, 14% of you said out of 124 votes that Crystal was the winner of that lip sync. Racism. I'm kidding. So now everybody of color and Lydia are on the stage. Oh, I'm sorry, because y'all confused Susie for one of us. You found out. Not so much. But listen, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. What is wrong with me? This is why the girls are leaving. He started talking about the whites. So, Suzanne, Corin, Booty, Lenergy, and Lucky to Be There are our last contenders going into the finale. So it's going to be 2 or it's going to be 3. Okay? Lucky's ball gets chosen. I'm like, they just wanted to get this out the way. Thank God. They picked the song. Again, it's We Found Love. Susie's ball is then chosen. I know Jamar, and I loved my friend. I know he was not happy to have to witness his favorite artist's music get what it got, because I hated this. This was my least favorite of the night. And it's not Susie's fault, except for that stanky leg. Why? What sense did that even make? Susie was fine until that happened. Susie emoted much better, carried the song, and did what needed to be done. You looked a goddamn fool out there. You did the same thing you did the last one, and it was crazy. And I told you, I said, what's she about to do? You about to find out that her repertoire is quite limited. The tools in her system is good to go. You only got one paralyzed heel in your bag, Ash Ketchum, and you have ran into several Pikachus. It's giving me paralyzed upon contact with physical attack moves. She should have used special attacks only. It's none of the above. None of the above. Chapel grown. Riley, that cat looks so cute. Jay Bellamy, thank you so much for the super chat. Why Jamar catch strays? Because that's my friend and I can do that. That's my boy. So I'm going to throw a little jabby jab because Jamar be doing the work behind the scenes too. Don't let him fool you. He's a shady Scorpio. We removed the tank top real early. I mean, what else were we going to do? There was, I guess, dancing from Lucky. Susie just was out there just enjoying herself. I mean, she had the hair color for the song, if we're going to be honest with you, with that era of music from Rihanna, with the We Found Love. I'm like, okay, I think she still had the red in. I don't know if this was on Loud. Was this song on Loud? I think it was on the other album. It may have been the other. It may have not been Loud, but it still gave a little reread tease. I don't know. Why are you on the floor before the chorus has already hit? That girl was on the floor before the chorus hit. More nogging. Susie was given a car wash. I was like, girl, I don't even have the pole up. I don't even have the pole up. I'm so mad I'm just talking about this. I'm so sorry. It was Loud. Okay, so see, she was more on theme for it. Here you go. I'm gonna give y'all options. Mm-hmm. Who won? Lucky, Susie, nobody, Jamari 4. Who's the real winner of this? Was that even a stanky leg? I assumed you threw your back out, carrying all of Lexi's trauma and weight. Like, is that what's happening here? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Carrying the season on your back, is that right, Susie? This is for the girls that said I was delusional. Like, what was that? Did your knee give? What's going on here? Were you trying to? Who are you? Chichi Rodriguez trying to catch somebody? I got a ride, Pettis. Like, what is this? We're going to Snydersville. What is happening? Oh my God. I just didn't know why she would do that move of all moves. We found love in a hopeless place. Like, I feel like she also could have done this during Joella and hers lip sync, and she still would have won too, because that's how bad it was for Joella. But like, very that. Hold on, piece of a tale. She had a Charlie horse. Oh, Momo the Smog. Maybe stanky leg meant to be faking out a split. Is that what that was? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Adamant X Eves. This was perfection for me. A Hillary swanky leg. It was stiff. It was stiff. Everything that Susie did was better than what the god awful creation of a trilogy from a series that didn't even need a sequel with LeBron James in it. Who's gonna be the new star now? Like the Susie won this to me, but we found love deserved better. We found love deserved better. As much as I like what Susie was doing, I'm still saying it. We found love deserved better from the both of them. I think Corey would have ate this up. I think Lana would have ate this up. I'll give it to Crystal. Hell, who else? I like Jules would have ate this up. Like, there are some girls on the show I think that would have done a much better job to this. But you know from last season would have ate this alive, like ate it up? Morphine. Would have ate Lexi probably would have done a good job too. Morphine would have ate this up. Morphine would have chewed the song alive. Like, I can already see a couple of stunts and moments they would have done between a lot of the parts of the song, especially the clapping. Like, she'd have ate it up. So, I don't know. I like this song. The song has a special meaning for me. Around the time when my mom passed away, I was going through a lot of different music to listen to that was trying to keep me from crashing out because I lost my best friend and my mother. And this is a true story. The day of my mom's funeral, I was listening to Beyonce's Four, and I was listening to Janet Jackson, where are you? Lots of sad music. But Rihanna's "We Found Love" was one of the songs on my playlist, and I sobbed that song. I don't even know why. I took it completely differently than what the meaning of the song was, but some of the words just resonated with me at that moment in my darkest tragedy. So as much as I can rip on Riri, she has made some music that has personally touched me or has been something special for me. And I think that's also why I was a little bit mad about this lip sync, because I was like, okay, Susie wins. Like that was what it was. Like, okay, Susie wins. Because not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Let's wrap the poll up and let's get on to the three-way. Oof, Lord. And I need to hurry this up because I have to go live real soon. Hold on. Now, did she not come on? Val? Now, if Valerie was talking about Sunday, I'm gonna be good. Okay, perfect. See you Saturday, 3 p.m. Okay, yeah, no, 3 p.m. Okay, I need to step on the gas here. Hold on now. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. Come part of this Rant Pack family. Appreciate you very much for tuning in. As a reminder, we are doing a panel tomorrow with some of my bestest friends in the entire universe. If you want to join in on that conversation, it will be live tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern here on my channel. I will be taking a break Monday and Tuesday. I'll be back Wednesday next week for content. Who won? Da-da. We know that Susie won. Hold on, I didn't get the numbers. Sorry, Marika, did you? Thank you. Thank you, Marika. I passed by that real quickly. Susie was the winner in the voting for y'all, 41%. Jamar, 84%. was runner-up with 31%. 22% of you said nobody because, and lucky 4% of you threw some scraps. We appreciate you, baby. Now, the next lip sync is a good song. I don't know how, because I'm a Charlie, I'm not a fanboy of Charlie, but I cannot deny Brat and the just awesomeness that album was for me with some of the songs I liked and just all of the above with it. So I was very happy that 360 was on here. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I would have preferred 365, just to be fair. I know 360 is a good song, but I like 365. And I also would have liked the remix with Tinashe. I wanted the back, no, I'm sorry, that's the back-to-back remix, not the 365. It's the back-to-back, I really, there's a couple of songs on that album they're going to have to put on the next season or possibly for All Stars 10. So I'm hoping we do hear a few of Charlie's music. I also think that Cowboy Carter does have another song in the repertoire. It is Sweet Honey Buckin', but you're going to have to make sure the right girls make it happen, force it to happen, lie to the audience, do what you got to do. You're going to have to change it, okay? Oh, okay, please. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Corey, Lydia, and Lana. And I love that Corey and Lydia did Barbie intros. They both were doing doll teas. Did anyone else notice that? They both were trying to do Living Doll. Like Lana was way more on the nose with it than Corey was, but right at the start when they boom, 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 but I said, Living Doll teas. I got it. Clocked in. Hold on, let me make sure here. Did I get everyone's super chat so far? I did. Okay, great. I was like, let me make sure because sometimes I always miss. It's hard to focus on these three-way lip syncs, and it can be super, super annoying, to be very honest with you, because it's like we're trying to focus. What the hell? I thought Lydia was fine. I thought Lana did good. When I saw her, I was living and breathing for Corey. Living and breathing. That, Corey, you were hitting that choreo. Bop, 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 like 360. I said, oh, wow, oh. I was like, okay. Like, I didn't want you to stop moving. And I love how Keisha in the back was like, Corey has not stopped moving and didn't need to. When you hit that camera flash part, oh, that was it. That was it. You went roll, roll, roll. Oh, it was, I said, oh, it's over. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. Jessica, thank you for the super chat. Love Lydia, but we knew it was Corey versus Lana Alti. Even though Lydia is good at what she does, and I love her lip syncing, it was hard to focus on her or want to when you had these other very statuesque queens that are also performing and do just a tad bit more, if you will. But Corey was fucking it up. I was living. That breakdown was nasty, friend. Lana looked really good, and I lived from when we finally got more reveals from the outfit. And I was like, okay, I'm into Lana in this performance. But it was the 360. I said, oh, come on, break it, friend, break it. Now Corey would have done, and I'm going to be real with you, I'd have done the same thing. If you've seen my drag show, that one I did, you know that is mine down. That is me down. We gonna twirl. We're gonna stop for the right parts and give a little bit of the like words for the song. And she was hitting. Remember the defibrillator part? Bum bum bum. It was bum bum bum. I said, oh, and then she went right into the whoop whoop pow. I said she know the words and she's actually taking moments in her, I'm about to dance through this song and give what needs to be given, and you're going to know I know the song. Even when the camera flash part for the second, remember the second one part when she does it, camera flash, I was like, ah. I was like, oh, Corey, go, Corey, go. Yeah. That wig was tossing, sister. 360. That wig was moving. That wig was doing it. Now, the nogging in the back was wild. That was the one part where I was like, eh. I was like, mm-mm. I was like, no. I was like, you need to do all that. You don't even do all that. I did appreciate the 360 into the drop. It was a little heavy, but I was like, okay, better. Fine. It's fine. I said, okay. Some of these faces were not impressed at all with what was going on. Either that or they were hyper focused. It was a clear winner for me. As much as I was here for Lana, I would have preferred it had been Corey and Lana versus each other. No shade to Lydia, but to me, this song was kind of reserved for Corey versus Lana. And then Lydia should have been moved to another round. And then whoever won this round should have faced Lydia, and then they faced Susie. In my personal opinion, just like I said with how they should have done the format, that's how this should have been done. Lydia would have had to wait, the anticipation, my friend Lana, or is it going to be my lover Corey that I have to go against? And then these two would have bucked. They would have been space on stage for both of them to do their jobs. All tea. And they did miss the mark on this, and that's why Drag Race, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do the thing where someone gets to go a little bit forward. They get to wait. It's another song you're going to have to buy and put on the list. But we need that because the threes are not giving. This is not the Raheem Shabazz production I'm looking for, and I'm not the bottom in between the tops. I need it to be different. It's okay. Splooge. This ending was fire. I'm not lying. Corey, you knew you ate. But friend, I'm sorry, the way that Lana and Lydia both had their hands up, get out of here. And then it's like, please. That was one of my favorite endings to lip sync. It is. This is up there in my top favorite endings of a lip sync. It was so fucking cute. On beat, boom. I was like, oh. I said, so girl groups would have been fun. So we did need girl groups this season. Ooh. We did need girl. Oh, so we did need girl groups. Oh, okay. So that would have actually worked this season. Oh, okay. All right. Because it looks like these three were ready. They were ready. Like they literally just did that. Corey was like the lead of the group, and these two were backup dancers, or possibly the other singers in the group that got their own solo parts for a second, but Corey was the lead. Down. Corey wins. I agree. And now they're on to the finals. I'm gonna wrap this poll up because I gotta get ready for filming with Valerie here. And then I'm going to be going to game night tonight. I haven't seen my friends in we're at a month now. So it's been a total month. I have not seen my friends for game night because remember I got sick, 2 weeks off from that. And then 1 week, one of my friends was in New York, so I didn't get to see them then. And then the previous week, I ended up having plans that night and couldn't meet up with them. So like, I am so excited to see my friends. Like, oh, it's not even funny. I need to practice too, because I know they're going to want to play Tekken, even though it sucks right now. Thank you, Emrika. I haven't won. Well, actually, I won like a month ago, but I do need to put the work on them again because I've had multiple wins this year so far. And we do count all of our wins over the year. At the end of the year, we go down the list of how many wins we've had. So, like, yes, it is important to win. Okay, Drewski. Hey, friend. Imagine a Corey, Lana, and Anya girl group. Woo! We would have been blessed. Not a single person in that group would have messed up in the emoting department here, and all of them have something different they could have brought. All of them. So that would have been something. Okay, so Again, Corey wins, and we go into the finale, and it's kind of a gag because this is something that sort of has been brewing all season with Corey not feeling Susie's toot. You know what I'm saying? And then also off camera with us as Drag Race fans, seeing Corey do Corey toot for cameos. You know what I'm saying? Susie toot versus Corey toot. So it is kind of a gag that they are having this battle at the final. It is the moment where it's like Corey can either shut up Susie and it's like, yes, girl, we been clocked you, or it's Susie going, you can't talk about me no more. Because bitch, I beat you in a lip sync. Down. Right. Last poll of the day. Last lip sync of the day. Before we wrap up this live, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We've had over 300 plus people here. That means a lot for me. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And again, make sure you get in the comment section and talk about this episode, favorites, highs and lows, yes and no's, what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and what you want to see them do with Lalaparuzas, and also who your winner is for next week's episode. Please and thank you. I don't like this song. They played it so much and it ruined the taste of a lot of things for me. So forgive me. Ooh, I've heard this song so much. It It was cool when I first heard it. I liked it when I first heard it. I actually have it downloaded on one of my playlists. That commercial, and you know which one, they play every day. I could never escape the song. I could never escape. So I thought it was cool though that they did have a song with K-pop ishness to it. I was like, okay. Can we get Cat's Eye for All Stars 10? Because I need touch, 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 touch. Thought about you way too much, 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 much. All about thinking us, us, us. Please, 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 please. I need it. I need it. I need it. Like, I need touch as a song. I need it so bad because I need the girls to know the choreography. The only reason I don't like Debut is because Manon is done so dirty in that song that I hate listening to that song because I have to imagine the visual of her literally opening the number and then being in the back the entire fucking time. And it makes me sick. I hate it. I hate it. That's why I like Touch better. Because like I felt everyone got way more time in the visual department with the choreography. You got the black girl in the back. I didn't care for that. So yeah, Touch though is different. That choreo, ooh, choo, bop, 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 da 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 da. It's so cute. Sorry, but anywho, uh-huh. I'll be real with you. Corey and Susie were going back and forth until. Yep, I thought Susie and Corey were going back and forth, and both were doing a very good job until. And you know what my until is. You know what my until is. Girl, she ripped off that damn titty bib that was holding them breasts together. And then all of a sudden now you're having to like hold on to your tatas for the remainder of the show. And it was done nowhere near the end to where it was like a gag. And then it just finishes with that. Friend, you were this close to beating Susie high key. You were right there with her. Y'all were neck and neck. It was like, oh wow, like okay, like this is actually kind of like, they're actually doing this. I don't even like this song. But then when she revealed it, I was like, okay, well, those titties actually fit, because Saphira had the Fisher Price breasts. You know, Corey got the, I've carried 3 children on my shoulders and my husband ain't shit titty. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bet. Okay, bet. They're going to take a cruise this summer. Bet. But like, she had to hold on them breasts for the rest of the show. And I was just like, girl, child. And I was mad because I was like, damn, she kind of fucked her own self up in that. Susie's reveal was clean. All she got to do is take off the jacket. But I did appreciate the choreography. I was like, anxiety. I was like, change the song to "Don't Choose Anxiety" right now. Just someone like cover it with anxiety, and we'll be just fine. It's the same. It's the same. They'll be all right. Oh, wow. This moment was very cute. And I think that's one thing about Corey I'm recognizing too. She can play with people on stage. And she knows how to give also shine with others, but also still remain the central character. And Susie can do the same thing too. So I think Corey deserves a lot more respect. That bitch did not do one wig reveal. It was glued the fuck on. Held whatever was a reveal until the end of the last, till we got to the final show. Mind you, wouldn't have happened if they were eliminated early. Hello. I'm giving Corey got my. I was really happy for Corey this episode. I've said even if they don't win, to me, that bitch did that this episode. Did that. I was like, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Go on, girl. You emoted down for the first song. You didn't overdo Pink at all. For the second song, you did choreography. You actually did 360 to the T for me. You did how I would have done 360. Absolutely. We're about to have a key. Every word, every part of the song is about to get a little something, something. Bow, and then we get here, and it was like you and Susie were matching each other's energies on different ways of taking the song until that reveal. And that's when it went boop, boop, boop. Susie was consistent the entire time. That is why Susie won this episode. And that's why she won the Lalaparuza. And I got to give Suzanne all of her toots. Consistency won. She took her time with every damn song and built it up, and she went in her wheelhouse, and she never took herself out of bounds. Also, Susie, your hair whips were puss. Every time you did a spin and you whopped that hair back around again, I was like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. So Susie Toot is the winner of the Lollapalooza. Runner-up is Corey King. Susie gets $50,000 from Starbucks, keeping the title in Florida. And for the girl who was 5th place in the competition, Morphine also won the Lollapalooza last season. So also a Florida girl. So the title of She Done Already Had Hers is literally belongs to Florida. Belongs to Florida drag right now. Whoop. And Roxy won her Lollapalooza as well. Call it, babe. Call it, babe. That wasn't for the crown, right? That wasn't for the crown. But she wasn't 5th place, though. She was runner-up her season, high key. I'm telling you. See, we needed some Texas girls in there with the Florida girls, high key. We needed some Texas girls in there with the Florida bitches. See, they messed up this season with casting. We didn't have the Texas heat that I needed up in this bitch. We needed some Texas girls. We needed a little bit more from Atlanta, Georgia up in there to go against Florida. The Southern bitches, we know, no shade to my Northerners and my East and West Coast bitches, but you know us Southern hoes. Oh! A Southern bitch. We turn. We turn, bitch. congratulations to Susie. Overall, I enjoyed this episode. I honestly did. I had a good time. There were moments where I was like, absolutely not. Other times I'm like, no, girl. One person in the song, you ain't doing shit. She beating the hell out of you. But there were a lot of moments I said, this is fun. That was the key. It brought me back in. And it was nice to see some people get a redemption of some sorts when it comes to this show and being a performer and maybe not doing the best that you've ever done. You know what I mean? So that's what I took it for. Maybe I'm in a positive, chip right now, but that's how I received it. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you now with this panel, don't expect they're going to be dragging, tagging, and bagging it. I'm going to be trying to keep the peace. And that's perfectly fine. But if I do compare this to last season, it didn't hit as hard. It really didn't hit as hard, and that's okay. There are not that many lip syncers, I feel, in this repertoire of queens. And maybe it's based on the songs that are given to them and things that are not in their wheelhouse. There are some people that claim they're performers. They're not. And others who are actually twirlers, girlers, emoters, and doers. You know what I'm saying? It was a solid episode. It was a good episode and it was fun. And guess what? I enjoyed the twist. I enjoyed that RuPaul said, we're doing something a little bit different and we're going to give you the decision on picking an opponent or choosing a song. That added an element of strategy and entertainment for us as viewers to go, what are they going to do? And we all know, I'm going to do that. What would you do? Like how Susie played the game. Susie played a great game and got herself to the finale. She could have chose a song and let fate choose the queen to lip sync against her. And she could have gone home or been eliminated early. But choosing Joella was her best decision. She said, get her out now. Get me to another level. I'm going to handle the other girl. And look who she ended up against next. She went up against Joella and Lucky. Susie had a very easy run. Oh, 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 oh. Susie had a very easy run all the way up to that final. And Corey was her final boss, Alti. Not Susie was playing on very easy. But she did really good in the lip syncs, though. She did good. I enjoyed Susie in the lip syncs, but she did go up against Butters. You know what I'm saying? Butters Starch of all motherfucking people, right? You can choose which one is Butters. And fucking Al Gore on South Park. Take me cereal. Oh, like that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sorry. It's the truth. Like, that's Butters. That's me. Hamburgers, bitch. No shade. But Susie did that. I enjoyed Susie's performance. I think I was just really impressed by Corey and like they're performing throughout the entirety of it all. There were a couple other people I just thought they did very well too. It was nice to see them work. Even those who didn't win their lip syncs, there were a couple that I'm like, okay, that was Acacia, not Joella. And I was like, okay, yeah, there was something there. So yeah, I had a good time and I hope you did too. Thank you again for tuning in today. Thank you again for being a part of this conversation with me and talking about RuPaul's Drag Race. We had a lot of people in this live and I had a good time talking about it with you. I need to get ready for another video that I'm going to be doing with Miss Valerie Vision. And I'm just waiting for that text to come in. And I'll be filming that in about 30 minutes here. So again, do me a favor, hit this like button that you got in front of you, share and subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you again for being a part of this conversation. Drop it to be poo if you feel like it later, whether it's PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App _Matt924 or Matty-Rants. And then there's Venmo, Matty-Rants. Not necessary, but certainly appreciated. Anything and everything, certainly appreciate it. And of course, the super chats today, really thankful for those. Thank you so much for coming through for me, all of you, and sharing your opinions through the super chats. It's a blessing each and every time y'all throw me any, so by all means. And not just only that, for those of you who are always talking in these live chats, you're interacting with everybody else in the group. It's a group discussion. We have so much fun. You're a part of the conversation and you should always feel that way, sincerely. So God bless every single solitary one of you. Make sure you find my social media links in my about section, from like Instagram to Twitter to Patreon, where I did a reaction on this episode for as low as $1 a month. I also have all of the White Lotus reactions uploaded now. I'm also introducing The Last of Us is coming to YouTube. I will be reviewing The Last of Us weekly, and I also will be reviewing Black Mirror as well. All Stars 10 starts May 9th. You already know what's up. The same schedule here for Saturdays. We got a 2-week break after the finale, so we'll be doing some lip sync ranking lives. I will be giving y'all the options of voting on the season in particular for those 2 weeks, and you get to choose, and I will pull up every lip sync that there was, and we're going to go down a ranking list, who really won, how we feel about it, and compare it to the other seasons as well. So much I'm going to bring to this channel, and so much to look forward to. Mind you, I have a trip coming up also in May to Puerto Vallarta. I got a brand new camera to go snorkeling and to do adventure trips on. So I'll be able to do a travel vlog that I'll also have edited and posted to this channel. Many things to come. And we were going to have that Discord, like Liam is saying, try to get that live this week coming up, and the memberships as well. I just need to get at least 3 more emoji stickers. I only have 2 that I've created right now that I'm like, I need to get a Mamu one and a Mina one currently. So I need to play a little bit on my phone with the little thing that I got that I can make those from. But I'm working on it. We're going to do better. We're going to do a lot better. But I appreciate you for sticking around and hanging in with me. And thank you for choosing me as a person to listen to, ramble and rant about our favorite show. Have yourself a great day, a Merry Christmas, if you will. I don't know. Have yourself a good day. I will see you tomorrow with the rest of my friends. And yeah, take care. Until next time, everybody. But Lalaparuza, RuPaul, don't put them contact lenses in no more, sister. You're scaring us. You're scaring us.
Listen.
Yeah.